So I'm here in the room my kids used to study and do their distance learning now that we're all on quarantine. So I'm surrounded by, Legos and Lego X-Wings on the other side and all kinds of other stuff. But one of the things that has come through the quarantine is we've all binge watched way too much TV. I kind of ran out of stuff on Netflix to watch. So I went back and I watched pretty much every episode of Entourage. And one thing I like about Entourage that you just don't really see too often in too many TV shows is you get this little group of guys who, yeah, they have their fights and their squabbles, but they kind of they'll stick together no matter what, right? So how many of us really have friends today that you number one you had 10 years ago, and number two you really would stick with just through thick and thin and busted up marriages and crazy whatever that happens. There's no picking sides. It's like, okay, that's my buddy. I got his back, right? And that's one thing we got on Entourage that you just kind of don't see anymore. You see people selling each other out. I'm talking about on TV fictionally. I'm not saying anybody in particular. And one of the things you start to see more and more these days, especially as quarantine grinds on, is now we're going into this election season. And you've got people picking sides. And we're turning this whole pandemic into this sort of goofball, crazy partisan politics. So if you want to wear a mask, that makes you this side. If you don't want to wear a mask, it makes you that side. Open up the economy. It'll spring back. Who knows what's going to happen? But viruses and public safety and your family and the people you need to stick together with, it's not politics. It's not partisanship. You've got to keep your family and your friends tightly together. You can't let people separate you. And one of the things that happens every political season is more and more you see politicians and special interest groups and everybody else saying, no, you come this way. No, you come that way. And you see people going, oh, I can't talk to you. You're a Republican. Oh, I can't talk to you. You're a liberal. Stop all that. What I'd like to see this year is people to actually sit down and say, look, okay, maybe you're more liberal, you're more conservative, but let's try to find a way we can work together to solve problems. Because the correct answer to every problem is not way over here on the left-hand fringe or way over here on the right-hand fringe. It's going to be somewhere in the middle. So that's basically my message for today is, look, guys, number one, we've all been streaming way too much TV. We should probably stop that. Number two, maybe this political season, we start to look at ways we can work together. Thank you. Hit subscribe if you want to see more ramblings of the crazy guy that sometimes comes with a hat. Thank you.